A local animal shelter helping pet owners ease the burden of keeping their furry friends.
They feel like they don't have any options. They come in thinking, you know, I can't care for this pet.
Leash is a program that offers good pet owners temporary help, preventing them from having to surrender their animal.
This is such a brilliant idea. It makes you wonder, why didn't we think of this sooner, right? Joining us this morning is Kim Staten. She's the director of the Osceola County Animal Shelter. Great to have you,
Good
Kim.
morning.
Thanks
Thank you
for
for
coming to
having me.
see
I
us.
appreciate it.
It is a brilliant idea, raising money to help owners of pets who want to keep their pets, but just don't have the means. Tell me how this came about.
Well, we knew we really had to do something a couple of years ago when we were getting in over 9,000 animals every year into the shelter. And on any given day in the summer, we might have over 200 animals in the shelter at any given time. And our resources really just couldn't keep up. We couldn't provide the level of care we wanted to. Animals were not getting adequate exercise. There was just a lot of things that were overwhelming about having that number of animals in the facility. And other shelters around the country are doing these programs, and I'm not going to say we invented this idea. We sort of stole it from other organizations around the country that are doing it. But managed intake, pet retention is really the direction that a lot of organizations are going so that they can manage the number of animals they have in the shelter at any given time.
I imagine the most heartbreaking scenarios for you guys is when an owner comes in of a pet and says, I have to surrender my pet because I can't afford to feed it, I can't afford the vet bills. So it must make you feel so good to know now there's something that helps them. How does this work exactly? Where does the money come from?
The funds that we use for this program come through donations from our wonderful community and grant funding, and just people in the community that want to help. So at this point, we're able to offer people that are in situations that are contemplating relinquishing their pet. They feel like they don't have any options. We would encourage them, if they live in Osceola County, to give us a call and let us see what we can do to help. It's temporary assistance that we can offer in terms of food, vaccinations, medical care for pets, things like that, on a limited basis for a temporary period of time. And a lot of time that's what helps pet owners get past that situation that they're in that's bringing them to the shelter to begin with.
Right, like maybe you had to pay a big medical bill that month, or maybe you lost your job and you're still trying to find one. So how does it work? So when you say they should call you, do they fill out some paperwork and then you guys kind of take the paperwork and look at it and say, yeah, this person would be good for the assistance?
Yes, what we do is we have a form for them to complete, and when they come in, we ask a few questions about what's going on. Have they had the animal to the vet recently? If there's any medical issues, what their particular needs are, how long they think they're going to need assistance, and then we try to see what programs we have available, who we can work with, who we can reach out to try to fill that gap for that period of time.
Well, it's a wonderful thing. I hope all shelters get a chance to do this because it really is a great way to keep those pets home and happy instead of being in a shelter. Thank you so much for what you're doing, Kim.
We
Great
appreciate
to have
it.
you with us this morning.